Hello, it is Friday, June 27th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword today, so we're going to be solving a possibly punny, themeless puzzle. No theme, and we'll see how it shapes up relative to a couple of tricky puzzles we've had the last few days. And today's, hopefully not quite as tricky edition of the Daily Solve, although we'll find out, has been brought to us by Matthew Drake, Josh Allen, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They, of course, sustain this channel. They keep it going day by day. I'm very grateful to them for that. Thank you to those four, and thanks to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve, or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, there's of course the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thanks again to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. All right, let's get on to today's crossword by Carolyn Davies Lynch, who's constructed a handful of puzzles for the New York Times. And it's a Friday themeless puzzle, yes, it is a Friday themeless puzzle. I had a brief thought there. Is there a theme? There is not. It's themeless, and it might be a bit punny, maybe have a bit of misdirection. We sometimes have that flavor on a Friday. We'll find out if that holds true today. In any case, it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. Toy that's often quadrilateral with symmetry across its diagonal. What on earth is that referring to? Some kind of tile or something? Like a mosaic tile or something? I don't know. Chicken blank breaded Japanese entree, chicken katsu would be what that is. So what is this? This is going to seem very obvious, I'm sure, once it's in there, but I don't know. Nails. Aces, if you nail a test, you ace it. Clinch a victory, you ice it. Oh, a kite, right. Yes, of course. A kite is, I guess I just never really flew kites, so maybe it wasn't at the forefront of my mind. But yes, a kite is often a quadrilateral. I guess it's often a parallelogram. I guess sometimes it's not a parallelogram. Sometimes it's got two shorter sides of equal length and then two longer sides of equal length, actually. That's more likely. Anyway, okay. But would indeed have symmetry across its diagonal. It's longer diagonal, presumably. Ride... I don't know. Teenage Salinger heroine. Oh, Esme? That's that story by J.D. Salinger. What is it? Fanny and Esme? What is the story? I can't remember. I can't remember the names. Anyway, it's J.D. Salinger. Something fans have. Team Spirit or something? Team Pride? Team Spirit fits? Yeah. Let's see if that holds. Ride. Oh, to tease someone is to ride them, to kind of, rib them, give them a hard time. Big 12 athlete, right, okay, so Ute must be a member of the Big 12 conference. That must be what that is in sort of university-level sports. Motto of the United Farm Workers of America. Oh, si se puede. Is it a yes we can? Is it an E at the end? I don't know the Spanish conjugations. Let's see. Lake that's home to South Bass, presumably. South Bass Island. Is it Lake Erie? Yeah, that would make sense, and then that would work with the E, so that would be the correct conjugation. Okay, great. Okay, measured by walking. I don't know. What about this? Unwanted ones may linger. Unwanted odors, maybe, the fish in a fridge or something. It's not observed in Hawaii. Abbreviation daylight savings time. I'm envious. What a ridiculous concept at this point, I think. Measured by walking. Paced, maybe? Shops for a short time. Oh, pop-up stores could be. Let's see. A sort of little temporary operation that's set up. Measured by walking, yeah, so it could be paced. Let's see. 1 of 7 farewells and so long farewell. Oh. Just heard some kind of... Oh. Something is. I'm hearing some kind of alert. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I heard some kind of odd sort of phone vibration alert pattern that I've never heard before, and it kept happening, so had to go deal with it. Anyway, one of seven farewells and so long farewell. Yes, this is that song with the, what is it? Auf Wiedersehen, farewell. I don't remember all the different languages, but adieu would presumably be the answer here. A real piece of work, an opus, possibly even a magnum opus. So what's this? Ribbed pants, informally, chords, corduroy. Okay, so yes, this is opus, a work of art. And then ladle cradle could be a spoon something? Spoon, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Pattern for criminologists, patterns, plural, MOs, modus operandi. So you'll have a, mode of operation, the way you work, or the way that a criminal works in this case, presumably. Scientist whose number is a dimensionless ratio. Do I know this? Oh, Mach ratio in the sense of it's a ratio of the speed of the aircraft or whatever in question to the speed of sound. So Mach 3 would be 3 to 1 with respect to the speed of sound. Okay, works that might include maps of fictional lands. Fantasy novels, probably? Yeah, that fits. Okay, all geared up. If you're all geared up, you're... don't know. Bossy bosses. Micromanagers? Yeah, that fits. That's good. Scene-setting words. Once upon a time? No. What about this? All geared up, right? I forgot about that. Ricky Tikki Tavi, for one, was a mongoose. Was that... I guess that story is just called Ricky Tikki Tavi. Is that right? I'm getting that sound again. I'm going to ignore it this time. Okay, what had a real boom in development in the early 20th century? A real boom in development, question mark. Is it, it's something explosive. It's TNT, the explosive material. And then what is all geared up here? I don't know. For some reason, I can't see it. Some customer service workers, agents, like customer service agents. So what's the ladle cradle? Oh, spoon rest. It's not right. Okay. I was thinking maybe it was the sort of curved bit of a spoon, wondering if that had a name that would fit here. But no, it's what you might play. You might cradle the spoon within a spoon rest to keep the, whatever's on the spoon from getting onto your counter. Scene setting words. I still don't know. America the Beautiful has 4 of them. It must have 4 stanzas as a song. So then connection point would be a node as part of a network, ending with adept or alert, adeptness or alertness. Those are both words. Places to bear witness. So right, you might bear witness to bears at a zoo. And electronics giant listed on Taiwan Stock Exchange. So ASUS must be a Taiwanese company then. And it's something gel that's sort of set in. And then if you're all, I see. If you're all geared up, you're fitted out. There we go. Scene setting words. So they're mass reply. Amen. Right. So this is mass in the sense of, church service in some sort of Christian denominations like Catholicism or Anglicanism. And then Warren or Warnock. Warnock. These are American senators. So we have SEN as our abbreviation, and then Amen in the mass reply. Feature of many a deluxe Swiss Army knife. I don't think I know what this is getting at. Feature of many a deluxe Swiss Army knife. Presumably not a saxophone, a sax. Tiny little saxophone would be unlikely, no matter how deluxe the knife. I'm sure this is obvious. I don't know. Word meaning since in a seasonal song, right? Sein, Auld Lang Syne in the Scottish sort of paean to the new year, or I guess to the year past, time past. Um, Big Sur, it's a place in California, could be the answer. Sudden huge successes. Kind of zone. I don't know. Maybe this isn't Big Sur. I don't know. So, very. If something's so true, it's very true. This is the beginning. And tough breaks. Let's go up here. Title akin to Madame. Siorna, perhaps? Would be comparable title in a different language, in Spanish in this case. Let's see. But I mean, there are presumably other abbreviations in other languages that would also fit, so I'm not certain that's right. Tough breaks. Some flowers or magazine issues, annuals. You could have annual flowers or annual. What is an annual in a magazine context? I don't actually know. Is it a compilation of the past year, or is it a kind of anthology with some of their best articles from last year? I actually don't know. But anyway, I know that it's a concept. So Lee with 50 plus cameos. Oh, it must be Stan Lee, who I think was, he had little cameo roles in various comic book films. Stan Lee of Marvel Comics. One making the first move. A pawn in a game of chess. I mean, they don't need to make the first move, but they often do. Food with eyes, informally. A spud, a potato. Language mutually intelligible with Hindi, Urdu. Very closely related language. And then this is the beginning. Start here. I see. Okay. Tough breaks or raw deals. There we go. Rooibos by another name is red tea. It's a non-caffeinated red tea. I used to drink a lot of rooibos, actually. Sudden huge successes are runaway hits. Yeah, that looks good. Kind of zone, an erogenous zone, sort of anatomically, I guess. Okay. Scene setting words. So there we were. I see. You're describing a scenario. Oh, a saw is a feature of many deluxe army knives. A tiny little saw. Okay, there we go. I didn't bring that to mind for some reason. R&B star with a hyphen in his name. I don't. Is Nayo? I think that's someone. I couldn't honestly tell you anything about this person, but I've seen the name, and I think this is how it's spelled. Let's see. More agreeable. A nicer person maybe is more agreeable. Actor Hawke of Boyhood. Ethan Hawke. I really like that film. I mean, I think probably part of my appreciation was just the sort of admiration of the many, many, many years over which it was filmed as the actors all grew. But I did really enjoy it. First nation to restore its independence from the Soviet Union, Lithuania. Okay, sitar, e.g., is a sitar sort of considered a lute in terms of the sort of category of instrument it is? That seems plausible to me. There certainly are instruments that I would recognize as lutes that look very similar to sitars in terms of size and number of strings and things like that. So maybe, let's see. So it goes. Such is life. Bothered no end. If something bothered you no end, it ate at you. It really gnawed at you. Seaside divers are terns, birds, seabirds. And then if you found a parking spot, you sat yourself down. You sat. All right. Smart guy, smart Alec is a phrase. Half of a Jungian syzygy. Do I know enough about Jungian theory to know what half of a Jungian syzygy might be? I don't know that anima? Actually, maybe that is right. Let's see. Blank caterpillar, southern U.S. insect known for its toxic sting. No, I haven't the slightest clue about that. Many AED users. Oh, EMTs. What is this? You see this abbreviation on emergency sort of stations. What would it be? A defibrillator or some other thing? What might this stand for? something emergency device? I don't know. It might be a defibrillator. I don't actually know. But anyway, EMTs, emergency medical technicians, would be the people who'd use these emergency medical devices in some way. And then rummages through, sifts through, materials, papers. Asp caterpillar. Oh, that would make sense. Southern U.S. insect known for its toxic sting, because asps, snakes, are also poisonous. Okay, so bel peso, Italian cheese, or is it bel paese, which would mean, beautiful land, basically. Get off my case. It is bel paese. That would make sense in Italian. Okay, so is that it? That is. Okay, well, I would certainly say that was a bit of a reprieve after the last couple days of crosswords, which were pretty tricky. I think Thursday and Friday were Wednesday and Thursday were reasonably tricky as far as Wednesday and Thursday puzzles go. I mean, it certainly took me longer to solve than this one did. So that's a nice bit of a, just as I say, a nice reprieve, a nice, slightly more relaxing Friday themeless crossword. There we go. We didn't have to do too much micromanaging. We just got to solve this puzzle. Such is life. Let's see. Was there anything I was waiting for the end to understand? I don't think so, but ultimately, yeah, it was just I think a pretty good, solid Friday crossword. I mean, it wasn't ridiculously kind of misleading or misdirecting, but we did have some punniness on Friday. What had a real boom in development in the early 20th century, TNT, we had places to bear witness would be zoos, the mass reply, amen. So kind of relatively gentle misdirection, I would say. Very gentle would be smart guy, being Alec. Shops for a short time, yeah, pretty gentle misdirection, pop-up stores. So there we have it. It was a Friday crossword, but not a particularly brutal one, which is nice, as I say, after the last couple of days. There we have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did in the Daily Solve Discord chat server, link in the description field below, or the comments, of course. Always appreciate seeing people's own reactions to these puzzles. And if you have been enjoying these videos, consider subscribing to the channel on YouTube. Big help. Thanks to those of you who've done that. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow to solve the Saturday crossword, another themeless puzzle, but it probably will be a bit trickier than this one. That's typically how it goes on Saturday. Join me for that and find out. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.